Hello everyone, the Kentucky Patriot here. I'm super excited. I got something I want to share with you. This is a reflex sight, a red and green dot by, I'm going to try to pronounce this, so forgive me if I pronounce it wrong, but hillbilly style, we pronounce it Feyachi. I'll leave a link in the description below. I really think you're going to like this and be interested in this. It's Feyachi reflex sight, and I know a lot of you on your ARs, you've got you got holographic sights, you've got lasers, there's different things, different accessories, different optics that you like. This is really neat. I'm really excited about this. Now I have already opened this because I've already put the batteries in the scope and I've already mounted it to my rifle and tried it out and everything. But it comes with 2 sets of batteries. It comes with a little instruction sheet, tells you all about it. How to mount it, how to adjust it, but most of you guys know it even comes with a tool, so you basically get this on your rail system. You can have it on there in 20 seconds, but here it is, and I really like this setup, and it's pretty neat. I'll go ahead and take this off. It comes, I think, with green and red, and I think it has 5 of each. It's got a little bit of everything from crosshairs to a circle to a dot, different things on the holographic part of it, but it's also got this red dot too, the laser. If you want the actual red dot, you see how good that lights up. You can see that red dot. It's great. We'll be taking it outside, but inside, like most lasers do, it does absolutely perfect. Like I said, I've had it mounted to my rifle. We tried it. It points great. Now, the holographic scope, I wish I could show it to you. We tried to do it on camera, and I don't have the best camera system for that. I apologize, my wife's phone, but it didn't want to focus. It wouldn't do it justice. But this holographic scope shows up great. It's very pristine, very crisp. Like I said, it's got red and green. I like them both, but it seems like I'm leaning a little more toward the green. Seems like I can see it real good. We'll try it at the range. We'll try it outside and see how it works. But I've got the new shooting glasses as well from Tac Pack. We're going to take those out to the range, and we're going to try this and put it through its paces. They sent me this to try. They sent me this to test. Like I said, here's the different options. A little dot with a circle, like some crosshairs. Just super cool. You've seen these. One clicks, one MOA to lower it, raise it, left and right, windage. You push this button, the laser's on. You push it again, it's off. It's that simple, real easy to manipulate. And what I really like is when you pull up on the rifle, it pops out at you. The sights are great. I love the reflex sight. And like I said, real easy to get to, real easy to manipulate. So we appreciate those guys sending it to us. And like I always said, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I've just found this little guy. I'm really excited about it. They sent it to me. And now that we've tried it out, we absolutely love it. And I think you will too. But we're going to go to the range and put it through its paces. And like I said, it's a one-stop shop. Comes with everything you need to mount. Comes with 2 sets of batteries. Comes with a little thing to keep your little cover here to keep your glass good and clean. And it's a real solid built little system. I really think you're going to like this. Pardon me for my allergies. They've been terrible this time of year, so please forgive me for the cough. But again, I appreciate these guys sending us, and I tell them as I would everybody, I do not give a review of a product that I'm going to say something that's not true. If I like something about a product, I'll tell you. If I don't like something about a product, I'll tell you that too. But so far, this thing has been awesome. It's really neat, real easy to operate. What really sets this apart is the price. I have bought scopes much more expensive than this that didn't have as good a holographic, didn't have the different colors, didn't have the laser. This comes with so much, and when you check them out and you see the price point, I think you're going to be thrilled. So we're going to try to get to the range, and we'll do the range test, the range portion of this, and I hope you'll check them out. And if you do check them out, or if you do have one of these, let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts, because I just got this. I can't attest for having it 6 months or a year or anything, but we're going to try our new scope, our new glasses, and we're going to get to the range and see how she does. I brought this scope out here on the range today, and you can see it's a clear day, completely sunny, and I've done that on purpose so that way we can see how both the laser and the holographic sight will hold up in daylight. It's obvious it's going to work indoors. It's obvious it's going to work at nighttime. But when the sun is really bright, a lot of times you can lose your holographic sights to some degree, and especially your laser. But I am super thrilled with this scope, with the looks, the feel. So we're going to test it out and do our best to give you an honest review. It's rained a lot, as you can tell. The pond is super muddy, but it's beautiful out here today. The sun's shining bright. It's really hot. And this is my KP-15. As I showed you in other videos, Hootie Hoo brought it out and shot it, and I've shot in other videos. I love the rifle. And I've done this on purpose too. I've got my pop-up sights still on here to show you. I was going to take them off, and I thought, no, I'm going to leave them on. And the reason being is if you have iron sights or pop-up sights, a lot of you do, it depends on your rifle, your style of sights, but these pop-up sights right here that you've seen me use before that I really like will still fit right on here with this scope, and it still looks good. It doesn't look gaudy. It doesn't look overly done. One, it serves two purposes. One, it keeps you from having to take stuff on and off. And two, a lot of people when they go out, like myself, love a scope like this, but I still like to have the tried and true iron sights or backup sights or pop-up sights just in case. And like I said, this thing is awesome. It's waterproof. It's very resistant. But you never know when a battery can fail, something can fail. So to have backup sights mounted on with this, you can see it fits right on there. No perfect, got plenty of distance to adjust. I absolutely love this scope. It's awesome, and we're going to shoot it. I'm going to put it through its paces and show you how it does, again, in very well lit light. You can't get any brighter than this. I mean, this is a bright, beautiful, sunny day. So here we are at the range, holographic scope with the laser. Thrilled to death to get to try it out. So let's get to some shooting. And we're shooting the XM 193 55 grain. I will tell you this, these glasses, like I told you, I got from the Tac Pack. I love them. They're absolutely great. It's the first day I've had them out at the range, and I've put several rounds down range, both with this gun and some other rounds, other guns today, and these glasses are great. But these are not my prescription glasses, so I'm shooting at a pretty good distance. I don't know the exact yardage, but this scope does not magnify. It's just the holographic sights and then the laser. Now, the laser works fabulous indoors. The laser works fabulous, especially in rainy, cloudy, low light, or dark nights. It's fabulous. Now, my wife, she's got her prescription glasses on. She said she could see the red dot okay. I have a little bit of trouble seeing the red dot in a bright, sunny, clear day, but this is worst case scenario for a holographic sight and for a laser. Now, like I told you, you can have different colors, you can have different reticles, but different dots, crosshairs, whatever. But I've got the green crosshairs right now, and even though it's a bright, sunny day, I can see perfect with it. I can see wonderful with it. So the holographic sights are amazing, and it stays right on. I have had other sights, I won't mention the brands, but I have had them that I would shoot and get it in line pretty good, get it on target. And then after I shoot it a few times, or next time I bring it back to the range, the sights are off again. So far, these sights, we just mounted it on there, and they were pretty close. We made a few slight adjustments, and now it's pretty well right on. I'm going to shoot that shoot and see target down there on the water jug, except that jug does not have any water or cranberry juice or anything in it. I made it empty just so it's not for effect. This you just see how this sight will do, and again, it does not magnify, so my eyes, I see good up close. I don't have to have glasses to read or anything, but I do have prescription glasses to see far away, so I don't see far away as good, but I can still see this sight good. I can see the target fairly well, so we're going to try it. My first shot on camera here with these sights, the shoot and see target. Let's see how she does. I know what a lot of you is probably going to say or going to think. You're going to say, you just like that scope and you just done that open sights and said all that so it can make the scope look good. Any of you that know me know I would not lie to you. I have no reason to lie to you. But any of you that know me, you're welcome to ask my wife, and she will tell you this is my first shot after we sighted it in. Like I said, when I first come to the range today, we shot a few rounds. As soon as we mounted it, I shot a round. It was low. My wife had the tool. I said, go up about 4 clicks, and she did. And it was still shooting a little bit low, and then we adjusted it. And this was my first shot since we had adjusted it. We adjusted off camera. I didn't want you to have to see me raise or lower a scope off. That's kind of a lull part, kind of the boring part of adjusting the scope. But you can ask my wife, any of you that know me, we literally mounted the scope. We clicked it up a few dials, and it was dead on. And since it was dead on, I took my first shot, and you see, and that's without my prescription glasses, and that's open sights, open sights. I'm sorry, freestanding with a scope that does not magnify. So let me take my glasses off. I'm sorry, sweat's running down my face. It's very hot out here today. But for those of you that have better eyesight than me, you are going to love this scope. For those of you that has maybe worse or poor eyesight, for nighttime, this red dot lights it up. This holographic scope is the best holographic scope I've ever used or I've ever had personally. I have other ones, and like I said, some of them would show up pretty good, but none of them show up as good as this one. And I've had others that I liked, but I'd have to keep adjusting it. So far, this is not, it's aimed true every time. It's been right up. Now, I will tell you this, I just got this last week, so I can't attest for having it on here for 6 months or letting it sit in the closet for a year and then picking it back up. I can't attest to that. But just as far as my first impression, through the look, through being able to visual, to see how good it lights up and being able to see this holographic sight, even in the brightest of days, I am absolutely thrilled with this scope. I'm not telling you this, like I said, I'm not a salesman. I'm not trying to sell you anything. They just asked me to review this, and that's what I'm doing, and I'm giving you an honest review. And I always tell companies, you know, I will not lie. If I don't like the product, I'm not going to tell you I'm going to, or I'm not going to lie for anybody or try to mislead you. But you see the results. It's dead on, and this scope is much more accurate than I am. But I absolutely love it. I love the look. I love, like I said, how good I can see that green. It's up to you, but in the day, we tried red first because there's a lot of greenery out here, but I still like the green. For daylight like this, I can see it great, so I couldn't be happier. Just for a little more fun, I may shoot a few water jugs just for the kicks and giggles. But like I said, this scope, holographic scope with the laser, the red dot, and you can see the red dot. I've still got it on. There's nothing toward this red dot. Now, my wife said she could see it. It shines good, but as bright as it is today, the farther you get with the red dot, it begins to get harder to see. But this holographic scope is close to your eyes. And now, for those of you that don't know, the red dot, you can hopefully, if I can get this where you can see it, you can see the red dot on my hand, but this is holographic. So this isn't actually projecting anything, just the laser is. The green crosshairs here is only for me to see. There's really nothing out here. And if you want to push this button, you can turn that laser off, turn it back on. So is the laser an awesome feature on this? Yes. Will it be great at night? Sure. Especially if you're trying to hit a moving target, something fast. But for the daytime, me personally, this bright of conditions, I would just stick with the holographic scope. But like I said, I'm very happy with it, very thrilled with it. And I may shoot another bottle or two, but I'm really thrilled with this scope. I'm very happy with it. I really am. Now, a lot of you young whippersnappers with better eyesight than me can probably back way up and still see good. Like I said, I don't have my prescription glasses, so the farther I am, the more trouble I have seeing, especially precision, like to shoot. But I'm going to try this target again. This is the one you probably can't tell. We're a pretty good distance here. We're not at 150 yards, nothing near like that. But we're still at a pretty good distance for basically a scope that does not magnify. But I'm going to try it again, see if I can hit that red dot again. That's the same bottle, the same jug that I shot earlier. Let's try it and see what happens here. I wasn't going to shoot the second time, but I told my wife, I said, somebody's going to think, well, he just done that on camera, or whatever. I did not. That was honestly the first shot. This is the second shot, and it is maybe just a hair low from the red dot. I was aiming right at the red dot, but I was shooting, like I said, unassisted. I wasn't in the prone position. I wasn't leaning on anything. That was free hand, so I'm sure that was me. Like I said, this scope is, again, pardon me, sweat's running down my face. Again, this scope is right on. I mean, if you were shooting varmint, or let's say you're shooting whatever, groundhog or gopher or whatever, that is still in totally the kill zone. So it was just a hair low that time. But like I said, I'm sure that was me. I was shooting offhand. But I did want to shoot it the second time just so somebody wouldn't say, oh, you couldn't do that again, or that was just luck, or you done it off camera, so, or whatever. But you can see it is shooting fine. Great group, great scope. I couldn't be happier. We're going to try it on a little water jug now. A little water bottle, actually, just like the kind you buy at the gas station or kind you buy at the store and just drink. And it's a small target, actionary target, but it's a pretty good replica of something like if you're going to shoot a prairie dog or something out. You know, you can, and especially like I've mentioned, if you've got really good eyes, you can step back a whole lot and still be extremely accurate with this scope. I love this scope, love this rifle. So let's try it out and see if we can hit this water bottle. If you get this scope, let me know. I want to hear from you what you think about it. I will leave a link in the description below if you're interested. If you're like me and you've got an AR and you love accessories, you love trinkets, you love scopes, you love all things AR, this scope is a wonderful tool for you. It's going to be a wonderful asset to your collection. It is at a great price point. I couldn't believe the great price point that it come with. Like I told you, it comes with batteries. They even had an extra set of batteries, so when you order this, it comes, you're ready to roll. You may want to mount it on there. Like I said, go to the range. Windage elevation took us literally a minute or two, and we were right on. My wife, a lot of you ask about her. She says she may get on camera one of these days. I've been trying to talk her into it, so she may one of these days. But she shot this thing too, and I'm not kidding, she is dead on. She's as good or better shot than I am any day. And she was dead on with this thing, so if you have an AR sporting rifle, you will love this scope. Like I said, great price point, great, I mean, you can pull it right up. It just pops out at you. I really think you're going to like it. If you get one, please let me know in the comments below how you like it, how it worked for you, what you thought about it, because I want to hear your opinion. I learn from you guys as well. A lot of you all have told me things I did not know. A lot of things, you guys have told me some history and some things about rounds that I absolutely enjoy. I love hearing from all of you. Please feel free to comment. I read every one of them. I try to respond as most of them I can. As always, keep it family friendly. But if you enjoyed the scope video today, the range video, please like, subscribe. If you would, share this with your friends. I appreciate all your support. May God bless you. Thank you again. This is what it looks like. Mounted on there, and like I said, I even kept my pop-up sights on there, and so you don't have to even take those off. I would, you know, if it was me, probably take those off and just run that at a range day. But if you want to keep it on there for tactical purposes and always have a backup and leave it on there, as I showed you today, it works just fine, works flawlessly, and I am a huge fan. Appreciate it. May God bless you. The Kentucky Patriot signing off.